Bop TV.
Good evening.
A television station that was formed by the then Bophuthatswana Broadcasting Corporation in 1983. A post-apartheid reorganizing of the then state broadcaster SABC resulted in the integration of Bop Broadcasting into the newly revamped entity. Frans Nong, who was part of the transition process, says this decision received mixed reactions in Bophuthatswana.
There were negotiations with Homelands that they should go back to South Africa. Mangope was reluctant. He was reluctant to go back to South Africa.
Regarding reincorporation into the so-called New South Africa, my government adopted a very pragmatic approach. I re-emphasized my commitment to the will of my people, but said that we are not prepared to make over hasty and ill-considered decisions.
But push came to a point where ordinary people felt they should go to South Africa. What did they do? They started revolting. That revolution was propelled by journalists. Reporters here at Bop Broadcasting started revolting. They started revolting against Mangope. Police came in and they started arresting. I was arrested, but we were taken out the following day. We switched off television. We switched off the 2 channels. We switched off the 3 radio stations. And when people hear that there is now quietness, then they started revolting. And I think that was the crux that brought the Bophuthatswana down.
Ga se fela gore marekelo a senyegile go latelwa gape ke gore batho ba le bantsintsi ba neng ba dira gone ba tlile go latlhegelwa ke ditiro ka sebakanyana.
It was hell. There was smoke everywhere. Everybody was running in different directions. There was looting. I saw a man carrying a cow's head. Those who were there stood up to start reporting, but you wouldn't, there was no, the cameras wouldn't go out, but we had agreed that we need to record that chaos.
SABC later offered a number of former Bop Broadcasting employees contracts, and Nong was able to continue his illustrious career. He says SABC News highlights stories that are enormously important to the nation. One story engraved in his heart, the Marikana unrest in 2012.
And that was the milestone in my life, where I felt the smell of death before it happens. It was horror. We started preparing for the worst. I put my team together and I said, you watch Marikana. It's going to be hell. The Marikana thing started. When I think about it, I sometimes wake up in my sleep.
Kantoro ya Mopresidente ya re e tshwenyegile ka ga matsholo a tswelelang a Democratic Alliance a kgatlhanong.
With a diverse TV news offering, 18 radio stations and digital presence, the public broadcaster prides itself on informing people in their medium of choice.
Also saying that there are some senior managers who have been appointed, I think it was last year, without concurrence from the MEC of...
And this is one of the stories that I've covered recently in the province. It was about one of the struggling municipalities in the province. This is my second year as a field reporter because when I joined SABC in 2016, I started hosting a current affairs show on Motsweding FM, as well as Boresets. I hosted Motsweding FM current affairs for 8 years, from 2016 March until 2023 December. I became a field reporter since January last year. So it's almost 2 years since I've been working as a field reporter, but this is my 9th year on SABC. I'm now approaching my 10th year. Next year, 2026 March.
Telling ordinary people's stories.
With SABC News turning 75, I'm very grateful to be part of this big platform in the whole continent as it continues to tell people-driven stories. We tell stories from ordinary people's point of view, not focusing more on people who are leading them, because this is the people that know what's happening on their localities, where they stay, the challenges that they continue to face on a daily basis.
For some, the public broadcaster is a training hub.
My name is Andy Soshabalala. I am a video journalist intern here at SABC Northwest News. And I've just started, I believe it's my second week here, and it's been an amazing experience so far. So for as long as I've been here, I've got to know some of the colleagues here, and I've also learned that they also started as interns and were later on absorbed into the SABC. I hope everything leads up to my expectations, and the long-term goal is to be absorbed into the SABC News and be a permanent contracted employee.
Former SABC News reporter Muthupi Sekaku says the technology has also changed the news landscape.
During our time when we were in the Northwest, technology was not so advanced like today. We used to travel for about 300 kilometers just going to feed our material to Joburg. Right now, technology has been advanced. Like example, today you are interviewing me while you are in Mafike. Here I'm in Hartbeespoort Dam, about 3 kilometers away, but you are talking freely. See me, seeing you. I wish during our time we could have this kind of technologies. We should have been enjoying the way you enjoy technology.
With almost 8 decades of broadcasting, SABC News continues to evolve, remaining the nation's source of trustworthy news. Phakedi, SABC News, Mahikeng.